3 signs God is about to lift you higher. If you are experiencing even one of them, listen closely. This is not a coincidence. 1. Your prayers have gone unanswered for a long time. You have been praying for months, maybe even years. Doors are opening for everyone else, but yours still seems closed. Late at night, you ask God, "Have you forgotten me?" But God's silence does not mean He is ignoring you. Sometimes He is teaching you to wait. Sometimes He is redirecting you. And sometimes the first thing He wants to change is your heart. God is not only answering your prayer, He is also using the waiting to build your faith. 2. Your obedience seems to have brought no reward. You did the right thing. You resisted temptation. You paid a price to obey God. But people who did not make those sacrifices received what you have been waiting for first. And you begin to wonder, is obeying God really worth it? Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 says, "And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." Joseph refused to sin, and he ended up in prison. David refused to kill Saul, and the throne was delayed even longer. But obedience matters more than an immediate reward. Before God lifts a person higher, He first builds a life that will remain faithful to Him, even when there is no reward. 3. You are walking through loneliness. Even the people who love you most may not understand what you are going through. You cannot explain it, and they cannot understand it. So you pray alone, you cry alone, and you keep moving forward alone. Loneliness does not always mean God has left you. It may be teaching you to stop depending on human understanding and approval. When no one encourages you, you learn to draw strength from God. When no one walks beside you, you learn to depend on Him more deeply. When the road is long, you learn patience, endurance, and how not to give up. Because the greater calling requires a life that can still stand, even when no one understands. So when you are walking through a prison season, a cave season, or a season that makes no sense at all, do not only ask, "Why me?" Ask, "God, what are you building in me that comfort could never produce?" Philippians chapter 1 verse 6 says, "He which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ." You have not been forgotten. God is preparing you to carry a greater responsibility. If you believe God is preparing you, comment, "Prepare me," and share this with someone who is walking through a wilderness season. If you want to learn how God used suffering to prepare Joseph, David, and many others, join us every evening from 8 to 10. Send Bible study to the number on your screen.